What's really wrong with me is I'm head over heels for you in every way. And I'm stuck thinking about you every single day. I'm catching feelings like butterflies and dead. And you playing hard to get. I'll take your hand and walk you across all of fire. I'll be your saint and the ultimate primal desire. Don't leave me behind with all these monsters of the undefined. Don't blame yourself for anyone that's ever hurt you. What's really wrong with me is I'm head over heels for you in every way. And I'm stuck thinking about you every single day. I'm catching feelings like butterflies and dead. And you're playing hard to get. I'm head over heels for you in every way. And I'm stuck thinking about you every single day. I'm catching feelings like butterflies and dead. And you're playing hard to get. Don't blame yourself for anything I've been for you. What's really wrong with me is I'm head over heels for you in every way. And I'm stuck thinking about you every single day. I'm catching feelings like butterflies and dead. And you're playing hard to get. I'm head over heels for you in every way. And I'm stuck thinking about you every single day. I'm catching feelings like butterflies and dead. And you're playing hard to get.
Hello, we're back, and my voice is back to its normal, kind of high-pitched, whiny normalcy, as opposed to the more rugged and tough-sounding voice I had after a night of drinking so much I forgot the last 3 hours of being awake. Sorry, I'm a little still recovering. My throat is still a little fucked up though. What's up, Meow, Evan, Saber, Darksiders? Where's Sneed Oil? I need him to ban Saber. I think the Kingdom Hearts PS4 port damaged my monitor speakers. What? Classic PlayStation, am I right? What's up, Prairie Judge? Thank you for writing poop 3 times. Satan sucks Cope and Sneed. Alright, so we're we're in the Psychomeron. We're gonna get the last of the undead lords. Supposedly that's what we're doing tonight. We're actually, if you recall, we're doing a weird character build, and it's making the game a lot harder than it needs to be. And we're gonna have to fight 2 prowlers, or is it stalkers? I forget. The second I hit continue. The second we start playing, I'm gonna get bombarded with enemies. So those are the best nights. Did I pee my pants? No, I don't piss myself. I have an ironclad sphincter. Dark Sneeders too? I should... Oh, that's a good idea. I should do that. Alright, here we go. Fucking told you. Alright, I'm trying to remember what buttons I have everything mapped to. Got this badass buckler last time. dead. I'm dead. They killed my zombies so quick. Oh, that one's almost dead. I can get him. Oh no! Spawning at other enemies! Fuck! These guys are actually more annoying. Because they come at you like way faster. Damn. And media rest just the way I like it. Ah, you know, I didn't want to... Let's see if I can warp out and get more potions really quick. Before the game loads. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yes! Alright, we beat it to the punch. So we can teleport out of here and get some potions, I think. If it might let us. Currently have a dungeon waypoint set. Fast traveling now will destroy that waypoint. It's fine. We'll just go back to the dungeon. We're in the first room of the dungeon. We'll be fine. A boring 13-hour night shift, and body only felt like giving me 4 hours of sleep again. Bro, I'm so sick of being here. I get it. I no matter what I do, so my body likes to do now is wake up at 5 a.m. And, you know, I'll allow waking up at 6 a.m. I don't have to clock in till 8, but I'm fine getting up at 6. But my body's like, no. You're up at 5. And if I try to go back to sleep, I'm getting like maybe 10-minute increments of sleep. I have a Jason Statham movie idea. The Peakeeper. It's about a gamer who gets a wellness check and someone knocks over his favorite piss bottle. So here's a fun story. You know, back in the day when the Xbox 360 was new, I saved up a bunch of my own money from doing chores to get a 360. So my older brother gets me for my birthday. He gets me a copy of The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, which is a game I knew nothing about. I had no interest in because I didn't really care about like high fantasy stuff at the time. So he just buys it for me. For quote-unquote me. He really wanted to play it. And the Xbox 360 is in my bedroom. So I tell him he can come into my room at night and play it while I'm sleeping if he wants. One morning, I wake up. Me and my younger brother wake up because we shared a room. And behind our TV stand are two 2-liter bottles filled with, like, cloudy orange piss. Alright, now, I don't think it's going to let us go right back to the Psychomeron. Let me see. Oh yeah, there we go, we're fine. Despite on my sides, I'm still just a horseman in a cage. Oh boy, this is gonna be hard. If I can avoid them and just focus on summoning zombies, I think we'll be alright. I did not get visits from the Piss Fairy. It was proven to not exist. Imagine the smell. Making some progress. We're doing better. By what metric we're doing better, I can't truly say, but I have a feeling we're doing better. Almost got me. Almost got me. But not quite, motherfucker. Let me alone. Oh yeah, Reaper mode. Fuck you. Oh my god. Another one! I'm being trolled epically. Okay. We did it. My gun and ball Sonic post blew. I know. It's just a very innocuous post. That's the way it works. Post, if you ever put effort into a post, you're doing it wrong because you're not supposed to do that. Lead cuisine, but it's just lean? Oh, man. Yeah, I could go for a little scissor. My computer, my audio is too loud, so I feel like I'm talking too loud. There we go. That's much better. Do more Crucible. It's the reason everyone loves the Crucible. Everyone loves the Crucible and the Soul Arbiter's Maze. Everyone's favorite part of Darksiders 2. But it was originally meant for off-the-cuff posts, so you're not wrong. I've found that my engagement is always a lot better when I'm just tweeting, you know, innocuous bullshit that comes to my mind. So, you know, effort posting, it's for squares. I don't believe in it. Don't ever do it. Right, we got our homies. We've got Pharisee and Judicator here, helping us out, doing us mad favors.
As you wish.
What does that do? That lifts that platform up. Okay. What does that do, though?
As you wish.
Okay, so, well, I can't get up there as is, so you, cut it out. I want to see what's up here first. All right, any gemmies over here? I think we're probably not gonna do 2 whole dungeons tonight. We'll probably do this one, and then I think we'll go back to the Forge Lands and do some side quests, because we should have more abilities by then. Go over there. Go over there. Deer Park water. Ugh, that's the worst possible one. It's almost as, well, maybe Dasani's worse. I love when he uses his fist weapon as death, he runs like he's thinking, whoa, why are you on a... I know, it's specifically with the Buckler, which has like a block ability, but it doesn't block damage completely. It blocks some damage, so it's not even worth it because we're playing on hard mode. And it also takes a second to trigger the block, so thanks for nothing. The fact that we can debate different water and say some tastes like shit means capitalism failed. It's fresh spring water. It's just from, like, the springs of Flint, Michigan. Ew, I have a giant jug. Like, I have a 2-liter jug of water. I usually drink, like, an entirety of this thing. Maybe twice a day. What's up, Pro? What are you doing here for the Darksiders stream? You're supposed to be here for the Sonic stream.
As you command.
I don't like my water spicy. No, my water should not be zesty. I love a little zest. I love a little spice, but water should not be that way. I need to get more of those Carolina Reaper onions I bought a couple weeks ago. That had me, like, shitting hot lava for, like, 3 days. That just circles back. Fuck you, scarabs. Should I stream Silent Hill F now that you and Kieran made me get it? Yes! I love Silent Hill F. I don't understand why people hate it. I mean, you saw in the group chat, I have a poster of it on my wall. I love that game. It's the only game on Letterboxd that I've written a full review of that I gave a 5 out of 5. I just don't get why people hate it. It's a little stiff, it's a little jank, but like it's a horror game. Name a horror game, name a classic horror game that isn't a little jank. Yeah, I've been diarrhea maxing before anyone else. No matter what Jeremy Hambley says, I've always been shitting more, liquidier, and harder than he ever could. Can we get our boy over there? Let's try it. I don't think we can, but I'm gonna give it a shot. The scarabs are trying to beat up my homie. Cut it out. Go over here.
It's not possible.
Okay, he can't get over there yet. Thanks for nothing, asshole. What was the point of getting your help?
As you command.
Hambley mentioned? Yeah, we gotta mention Hambley. Is he still doing stuff? Is he still even alive? With his grotesque, hideous physique? Let's have you... No, you're not gonna be able to get back over here, so we'll get you. You help me out. You are gonna activate this switch over here.
Yes.
I will shoot Z-Bugs. This incredibly jittery aim. But we got him. Yeah, I don't want to do a dungeon after this, because the dungeon after this is the City of the Dead, and that shit takes forever. That open anything else? Oh, you know what we can do? I think we can Deathclaw over to him now. Right? I hope so. There we go. Got banned from his Renaissance fair and tried to LARP this weekend, and he still got in with a stock photo of the fair from a few years ago. That's a very weird thing to do, but he's I don't know, for someone who's so like fat and ugly, he's very concerned with saving face. I think I need Farseer for this shit. Am I able to get him down there? Let's see if it can be done. Alright, homie can't get to me from over there, so... Let's see. I think I know what we gotta do. We gotta respawn these idiots. These bozos. He stopped shilling his coffee company after he doxed the real factory. What an idiot. Oh, Jeremy. I will say, ever since I got kicked off of YouTube, I don't think I've really watched any Kino Casino since. Not because I don't, you know, like them. It's just, it doesn't show up in my feed. I don't regularly watch, like, sites like Kick or Twitch, so.
As you wish.
When does Eggman show up? Well, we already defeated the boss that throws giant eggs, so. Oh, trust me, I'm like, very excited for this week's Sonic stream, because we're getting into the edgy shit. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. Okay, we can free him from here. Have him go over here. I get my claw out. The claw, the Chris Chan claw. Alright, now we can send our other homie down to this spot over here. Shadow's not heavy, he's just the ultimate life form. I'm seriously considering doing more Shadow the Hedgehog streams, because man, I fucking love that game. And I want to play it again so bad. I'm itching for it. I'm aching for it. And it serves, you know, it goes along with the Edge Kino, you know, vibe that we've been going with for a while. And we want to keep that up. So that leads back up. Let's go this way. Shadow is such a good game. I'm tired of pretending it's not. I watch the VODs while I game. They're A-logging Angry Joe now, and he's already seething about... No, Joe, no. You know what? He could have been too big to address them, but no. Angry Joe is genuinely that stupid, and I'm not surprised. I could not watch that motherfucker back in the day. He was like, why is he even called Angry Joe? He's not even angry. Right, if you do the wrong one, I think you have to fight enemies. Some Devil May Cry 4 shit. I'm regretting not using the light weapons all this time. They do like a lot of damage really quick. I've always just used the heavy weapons. Alright, we did it. Let's go for the middle. Alright, chill out.
Yes.
Gabe Gonzalez is my favorite nickname for him. Irate Iglesias. Enraged Emilio. There we go. Perturbed Pedro. Did the middle. Let's try the left. Oh, you have to do multiple. Okay. There's you need like a certain ability, like a late game ability to use that portal. I have never once come back to the Psychomeron. Oh, great. Okay, so it's middle, right, left. Miffed Miguel. What's up, Ahab? We're just playing a little more Darksiders 2. Because I love it. Even though I've made the game much more difficult on myself. There we go. We successfully used the block ability. It's not that great. Honestly, it doesn't feel like it's worth it. Let's do this one more time. Middle, right, left. Parry slap. It's not even a good parry mechanic. I'm actually drinking tea today instead of coffee or an energy drink. Very, very British. There are no good parry mechanics. It's not true. Metal Gear Rising exists. What game did I play recently that I thought had a good parry? Oh, Sonic Frontiers has a great parry mechanic. I like tea with beans on toast for dinner.
As you wish.
I don't usually drink tea, but I wanted a little bit of caffeine, and I didn't feel like making an entire pot of coffee to do so. Why are you guys not going over to the switch I told you to press, you stupid fuck? I guess I'll re-summon you, because you guys are obviously confused. Wait. No, he's just being dumb. Let's try that again.
From dust I am reborn.
Dude, what the fuck are you guys doing? Go over there.
Yes.
Bloodborne parry mechanic is peak. I didn't like it, but I don't like the parry being tied to a limited resource. The way it worked was fine. I should play Bloodborne again. I wasn't like super impressed with it when I played it, but you know, maybe I'm just not like big on Lovecraft or something. I don't know. All right, we got a key. Rising filtered many who didn't realize the dodge was an unlock. The dodge is an unlock. It's incredibly awkward to use, and it's slow. So you have to parry anyway. It's like using the parry in this game. Let's see if I can go up there. Shall we? Hell yeah. We can go in this door now. I never got far in Bloodborne. I got some cup or something and got lost. So if I... People are going to hate this. But I preferred Mortal Shell to Bloodborne. I don't know what it is about Mortal Shell that really resonated with me, but I preferred it to Bloodborne. Mortal Smell is... I mean, it's just a mishmash of Souls mechanics. Never heard of Mortal Shell. It's great, and it's not like 40 hours long, thankfully, and it's usually like... I think its starting price is like $20, so it's not a tall ask to actually get a copy of it.
As you wish.
Mortal Shell kept finding it awful, but maybe I'm a pleb. The first boss with the weird, like, bear creature with giant needle hands, like the fucking Baraka, that thing is a big filter. Like, I can just tell for a lot of people right out of the gate, because it has, like, 2 or 3 moves, and if one of them hits you, you're just fucked and you have to start over. You basically have to do a perfect run of that boss, and then everything else is way, way easier. Actually, Sam, I quite like Mortal Shell, and 2 is shaping up to be better. I really like that the dodge isn't tied to a stamina bar. I'm tired of stamina bars. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either. Let me do is... Well, what this game does, instead of a stamina bar, is Death can dodge 3 times in sequence, and then his third dodge will be much slower. Do I need to... I need to get one of my homies over there. My reaction time is shit from playing turn-based for 20 years. That's fair. That's perfectly reasonable. I have so little free time to actually play games these days that when I do, it's maybe for like an hour. So I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in my spare time, and it's very dodge and block heavy, and I am not doing well with the timing because I don't have the time to get good. These bullets are doing a lot of damage to these guys. Gameplay in Bloodborne is fine. I just love the art style. Yeah, I love the art style in Bloodborne. It's also I prefer it to Sekiro. I mean, I like the art style in Sekiro, but the gameplay I think in Bloodborne is better because it's still got a bit of that Dark Souls-ness to it where you can play it and kind of play it your own way to an extent. You still have to do like certain mechanics, but it's less completely locked into one chain of mechanics like Sekiro is. Sekiro, if you can't figure out the parry, you might as well turn it off. And I don't blame people who can't beat Sekiro because it's so precise with the parrying times. It can be really frustrating for someone who doesn't like that kind of game. You opened that door. What the fuck did that do? Did this accomplish anything? I can only play games for work. Oh no, if I couldn't play games for leisure, I'd just be exploding my brains out, I guess. Okay, we got another switch over here. Learn to get good at Sekiro, and it's my favorite of the FromSoft stuff. I prefer, as far as FromSoft, like in general, I prefer Armored Core. I just think it's a cooler series. I like science fiction and robots and stuff, and so I do like that they use the Dark Souls mechanics in different settings, though. I had to cut my gaming to 7 hours a day, you poor boy. I'm sorry to hear that. My god, I thought there was someone in the room with me. My fiance's watching TV that's like so fucking loud. I would like FromSoft. I thought they were gonna do more Armored Cores after 6 was a big success. Because basically the way that they built that whole series was just copy-pasting the same shit a million times, and they didn't bother to. And that's kind of fucked up. I was really looking forward to like Armored Core 6, 7 or some bullshit. Some stupid, extremely Japanese title. Alright, we're over here now. So I played the Surge games then. I haven't. Mainly because they're just... I heard not good things. I don't think I doubt they're as bad as people say they are, but I heard about them at a time that I was like too scared to try Souls games. I obviously changed that. I learned how to play them and I like them, but I haven't played the Surge games. I wish there. Also, it looked like a very like junky Fallout aesthetic. I would prefer more like a futuristic setting, like Stellar Blade. Armored Core Dream Drop Distance. Yeah, exactly. Kill some more skeletons. The never-ending deluge of skeletons. I wish I could keep these guys with me the whole game. I wish Death also had an aerial dodge. I feel like that's a big weak point in the combat mechanics. Oh boy, it's not Nashor. It's just the same exact character model with a different head. Where are my ghost homies? They're gone. I gotta respawn them. I need help. Actually, probably don't need help. One big enemy is usually easier than a bunch of smaller enemies in this game. What now? Oh man, scarabs? Damn. Kind of hard to tell what way these guys are facing in some parts. Shit. Shit. Oh, we got him. Woo. Close. Any good gear? Not for our purposes. Ooh, this increases my arcane. Good. Finally, something we can equip. Yeah, this game does a lot of like, oh, that one enemy we treat it as a sub-boss. How about you fight 2 of them? Very, very big Capcom energy. This Dustblood thing I'm not interested in. I don't know anything about it. Nobody knows anything about it, so how can you be interested in it? It's been, what, like 4 years since Elden Ring came out? Look, you can't be all mysterious and be like, well, we made a good game, so, you know, this one will be good too. You know who else did that? BioWare with Mass Effect. Imagine if mid-fight Virgil from DMC could beat your enemies and become a boss fight. That's, there's something like that in, what is it, Batman Arkham Knight. There is a side, one of the challenge maps in, I think it's the Iceberg Lounge. If you get a high enough score, eventually Killer Croc will jump into the ring and fight you. I thought that was a box that I could break. Not enough wrath. I bet War would have had enough wrath. Hell no. You get to use War's wrath abilities even less than Death's. PS5 wiped my souls? Yeah, I saw that. That's fucking obnoxious. Yeah, and it's like only for disc games, and they don't seem to be addressing that issue, so they don't seem to give a fuck. I think we're coming up on a boss fight here. Yeah, that definitely looks like we're coming up on a boss fight, so maybe I'll go get more potions. I don't recall this boss being particularly hard, but I don't want to risk it, you know? So let's go buy some more potions. This is literally the dumbest mechanic ever. Maybe just design your game better instead of letting me teleport to the shopkeeper whenever I want. Ah, Legacy of Kain. What's up, Nurkish? Well, funny enough, the guy who voices Kain, Simon Templeman, voices the main bad guy of this game. So there's a lot of Soul Reaver blood in this. Good to see you. We haven't been on stream together in a while. What was the last one? We were up to like 2 in the morning talking about groypers. I do love a box pushing game. Who doesn't love a box pushing? That is the purest form of game. There's gun and ball games, and then there's box pushing. There's also the bad guy in Uncharted 1 and Dragon Age 1. I thought the bad guy in Uncharted 1 was Robin Atkin Downs. Or maybe I'm just thinking of like the henchman who becomes the bad guy at the end. Light Groiper snack still makes me laugh. I had a little light Groiper snack. I ate an entire pound of ground beef for dinner. Why not? Let's rub my big Groiper belly. Robin was his henchman. Right. Okay, I don't remember who the bad guy was. I just remember Robin Atkin Downs was like the bad guy, the final boss, basically. He's like possessed with like cursed zombie powers or something at the end, and it's not even really a boss fight. I haven't played the Uncharted games since the original PS3 versions. Did this game bomb bad or not sell? This was one of the most expensive games ever made, and THQ put way too much money into it, is the problem. So they needed it to sell way more than it did. And on top of that, the latter half of the game is very obviously like KOTOR 2 style not finished. As much as I love this game, it's one of my top 10 favorite games. There's no fucking getting around the fact that the last 2 parts of the game are just like half-baked. There's one boss fight, I guarantee it once we get to it. The game is probably going to freeze on me like 3 times because it's just so like, I don't know, it's really shaky. What else would be in my top 10? The Darkness, Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate. I would say multiple Sonic games. I'm not going to break down which ones. I'd have to think a little bit more about that because my tastes have kind of changed a lot over time. All right, we got to get ready. I know the boss is going to straight up jump out at me. Multiple Sonic games, yeah. You know it.
I hoped a champion would arise who could face the corruption, and you have come far, horseman. A pity that your journey ends here.
Basilius. I never remember this guy's name. Because you don't even really fight him. You have this little bit of a fight with him, but this isn't the real fight. And it's weird that I don't remember his name, because I love Fred Tatasciore. He's a great voice actor. So I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure Echidna is a recycled character model of one of the bosses from the first game. I don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure there's like a big spider boss that looks almost exactly like her. He's harder to kill than she is, honestly. It's just a lot faster. You blew up my zombies. Sorry, I see the chat trundling along. I'm just locked in. Reload already. Yeah, there we go. You just summon more zombies. I'd have to do like a comprehensive like top 10 list of games. So I'd have to really like sit down and think about it. I just know the darkness is up there. Maybe like Final Fantasy 13. I know everyone hates that. It's very within my taste. Just love, absolutely adore a game that everyone hates. I'm like wedged against the wall over here and she's not even attacking me. Well, I'll just keep punching her. I don't know what's happening, but we won. Height mocking him while we're kicking the shit out of him.
I will ride with the horseman, even unto the Lord of Bones, even unto judgment.
Sweet. Echidna's fangs. I'm gonna show my fangs. The fangs of Echidna have drained life from countless creatures over the millennia to feed the beast's hunger. Now fashioned into weapons for death, Echidna's fangs siphon health from his foes, weakening them only to strengthen the Reaper. Hopefully they increase our arcane or we can't use them. That's our rule. I'll have to do another run of this where I just do like light weapons and like min-max, because obviously I've been playing this game wrong all my life by not using light weapons. Let's see. No arcane. Fuck it. We can't use them. They're throw them in the trash. They're worthless to me. The game, Zorik, stop hating on Final Fantasy 13, okay? It's amazing. And don't pull any of that bullshit that people love to say, where, oh, I wish I could understand the story without needing to read the glossary. You don't have to, because in chapter 2, Saz explains the entire story. I heard 3 was trash. What, Lightning Returns? Lightning Returns is fine. It's just weird. They took all the bones of everything they did with 13, 1, and 2, and then they made it into a Majora's Mask-like. Spoonie's review of FF8 was BS2, even though it was funny. Yes, you really realize that Spoonie is just bad at video games. He just isn't good at any games that he purports to be a fan of. I'm starting to think Bayou Billy wasn't that hard. Final Fantasy did girl power right. Yeah, well, I mean, Lightning comes off as like a massive bitch, but she's a massive bitch for a good reason. Lightning Returns is this Valkyrie profile for anyone that knows that. I have a copy of Valkyrie Elysium. I've never played Valkyrie profile,
You're
though.
wasting my time.
Alright, chill, bro. We gotta go talk to the Lord of Bones.
My king, what would you have us do? Suffer. Too long you have slumbered. Too long you have forsaken your duty. I have no more use for you.
What is this? I don't like being toyed with.
They failed me, but you have earned my gratitude. I will send you to one in my kingdom who knows the way to the Well of Souls. But first, there are demons that you must face.
I've already faced and killed many.
Not like these. There is great power bound in that amulet. But your shame stays its unlocking.
I regret nothing.
Oh, I can see beyond your flesh to where the true battle rages.
Hold on, this chat's moving. Let me see. Blah 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 blah. Thank you for the $5, Sebastian. I heard FF13 was trash, so I never. Don't listen to the haters. Okay? It takes some time to get going. And the first like 4 chapters really don't let you engage with the combat system the way they really should. Death confronts a boomer. Alright, we got the Soul Splitter ability, which is really cool. It's one of the cooler abilities that they give you.
Horseman, what did you learn from the Lord of Bones? I suppose your king lives up to his name, if not his bargains.
The dead king has granted you passage to the city of the dead.
Who must I seek in the city of the dead?
You should worry more about the one who seeks you.
Answer my question, Scarecrow. There's no fun in simply telling you. Then speak no more.
I'd keep watch on my own neck if I were you.
What will I find in the city of the dead? Besides more corpses.
Something far more precious than sinew and bone. Souls, Rider. From every kingdom under a dying sun. In the city, their past life is cleansed, that they may pass through the well and be reborn. Many souls do not survive this purification. Some are driven mad, and a few even manage to escape their bonds.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's just go into the city of the dead. Let me just check the chat. There's also rumors 13.2 is supposed to be a Chrono Trigger game, but hey, Torian, I love 13.2. It's great. Gameplay-wise, 13.2 is better than the first one. So, gotta do. 13.2 had some good... 13.2's OST is amazing. And it was the last game that I know of that had Shooty HG on the soundtrack, which fucking Devil May Cry can't even bother to do anymore. My tailbone still hurts, but it's my Friday evening work-wise. Well, at least you didn't break it, because it would hurt a lot more. DSP may be view-botting to dab on the detractors as if getting away with chair-maxing isn't a W already. Oh boy, Darkside Phil. He needs to stop. He needs to cut it out. Tri-Ace? Oh man, I know that studio's name. I don't think I've played a lot of the stuff they've put out though. Probably gonna have to teleport back for potions at some point because we used almost all of them fighting Echidna. Oh, I could get into Review Tech USA very easy because there was a point where I unironically watched him, so it's just like, then I just fell off because he did that thing that was really popular in the 2010s where it's like I gotta put out like a 5-minute video every day, and so he'd have something for you to watch every day, but then you realize it was just kind of like the same shit every day, and it was, I don't know. And then I just came back to check him out in like 2016, 17-ish. Of course, he, like everyone else, he became like hyper political, and he wasn't even like being funny about it. And so I just stopped watching him. DSP, you have to specifically watch. First of all, you can't watch his raw streams. It's almost impossible. It's insufferable. What you need to do is find a game that you like, that you're good at, and then watch it. This Is How You Don't Play, because those are like nice condensed versions of his content that you can watch. My icons for using my powers are I've mentioned it before. This game's a little glitchy. It's a little buggy, but we like that, don't we, Charlie? We like a little bugs in the game. I love not knowing when I can use my abilities that I need to proceed with the game. That's a new one. I've never had that happen. I think if you just wanted to maximize your health recovery, you would kind of do a split between the two skill trees, focus on getting the crows, but also get the dash ability from the other skill tree. But I like having my zombies. How's this do? Arcane critical damage doesn't increase my defense at all. So I don't know if it's better or worse. Let's find out. We got skill points. Right. We leveled up. Let's see. We'd lose 28 arcane, but plus 20% arcane critical damage. I don't know what the fuck difference that makes. I'm gonna be honest with you. The only part I like about This Is How You Don't Play are the forced Redditor comments shoved in them. Yeah, that's why I can't watch any of them made by The Outsider. He's the least funny of them all. How many times could you do the I'm the Juggernaut bitch joke and still think it's funny? It's crazy. DSP played the FES version of P3. Fuck, I might have to watch that. Definitely watch it. This Is How You Don't Play, because DSP finds ways to make streams incredibly boring. He will spend a very long period of time just looking at the main menu. And he loves to do the thing where he's like, this is this game, and this is the history of this game, and like act like he knows what he's talking about when he obviously doesn't. And it's really frustrating to watch. Where is that climbable spot? There it is. Does DSP have a learning disability? No, he is... When you think of, like, the gun and ball gamer, the goimer, the lowest common denominator, the person that they're making all of those, like, goy slop basic bitch games with the insane HUDs that, like, point out everything to you and have a million different little, like, map icons, they're making games for him. There's people like him are the majority, I'm afraid to say. And so if you're playing a game that seems to be really, really popular with that kind of crowd, you're playing a game that DSP could play. One of my favorite DSP crash outs, well, one of my favorite playthroughs of his is The Evil Within, because it is incredibly unfair, like, resource-tight game that requires you to play very carefully and know what you're doing, for at least for the first, like, 3 or so hours, which he just can't do. So he just gets demolished by that game. And another one of my favorite games, Castlevania Lords of Shadow, he almost broke his controller doing the Earth Titan fight. He gets so mad, and I think he quit the game. I don't think he even finished it. How any new God of War fan has self-dignity after seeing DSP be used as their point of reference for Ragnarok is cruel. Hard mode, he charmed Yukari with 10% HP and full healed himself with her. I had to fight him an entire second time. Took literally 2 hours. Games got much more shit. Of course, they started properly selling games in South Asia and South America. Yeah. Which is weird because in the 90s, Brazil was a pretty big market. Like, they would sell and market things specifically to Brazil because there was a lot of people who would buy games down there. They just couldn't afford, like, the top-of-the-line gear. But somehow, more of them have come into the industry and just made everything worse. Go figure. Even in the digital world, an influx of third worlders will just make everything worse. I do enjoy DSP losing it at Pokemon because it is such a simple game, and he is... I haven't been watching it. I know Sneed Oil has been watching his Pokemon playthrough. I can't even fathom being bad at Pokemon games. There is such a thing as being good at Pokemon games, but those games are literally made for, like, children to beat. I wonder if he gets mad at Kirby. That would be impressive to watch. Him getting pissed off at, like, the easiest game in the world. And then him saying, like, the old tried and true, like, cope. Well, you know, these games are easy to play, but difficult to master, dude. Where am I going here? I'm running in a circle. I feel like I do need to go down this hall. I must have missed something. Yeah, okay, it winds this way. Stupid me. I tried playing Ragnarok, but the characters keep spoiling the puzzles instantly. I tried, I've told this on stream before. I played God of War 2018. I got up to, like, some big dragon fight, and I beat it, and then I just turned the game off and never picked it up again. And it was just not because the game was hard or anything. I was just, like, had zero interest in proceeding. So, and then I tried playing it again, because, like, the game is really easy. So I was like, let me put it on hard mode. And of course, it's the worst kind of hard mode a game can have, where it's not, you know, more challenging and you have to learn the mechanics. It's all the enemies don't react to any damage that you hit them with. So if you don't have the hard mode in that game is made for you to play it on a New Game Plus run, which I couldn't even make it through a single run of the game. So that sucks. Darksiders 2 is easy to play, but difficult to master its puzzles. Well, look, I'm playing on the hard mode for this. I didn't do definitive mode, which is the difficulty they added to the remaster, because it is so bullshit. It's one of those difficulties. Right, I know what I need to do here. Let's get this thing out of here first. Don't be surprised if the game freezes spawning in the extra deaths. Hard mode, yes, this is the hard mode. For big boys, for big boy gamers. I need that bomb for what specifically? Throw it over there, okay. Problem for me with God of War 2018 is how little it feels like you've accomplished at the end. I just don't the combat. I don't like it. That's it. It's pretty simple. It's a combat-oriented action game, and I don't like the combat. And there's way too much downtime spent like walking and talking, and not fighting the enemies, which is the point of the fucking game. There are games that I like that have walkie-talkie segments, but for the most part, games should always allow you to skip cutscenes. Like, I love the Gears of War games, the original ones. Which, you know, they have a lot of those walkie-talkie segments. I like God of War 2018, but it was so apparent Ragnarok had more hands in its creative lead positions, and I wound up dropping it like 10 hours in. That sucks. That sucks to have a game that you like, and then the sequel just, like, fucks it all up. Been there. I mean, I loved Sonic Generations when it came out. I mean, in retrospect, it wasn't that good. But then Sonic Forces was supposed to be like Sonic Generations 2, and it definitely wasn't that. Although, like, in retrospect, I actually like Sonic Forces more than Sonic Generations. My tastes have changed in the last 10 years. Ragnarok is one of those games where the more you think about it, the more you end up disliking the game. Let's jump in this little hole down here. Synthetic Man doesn't like anything. Like, using him as a basis for, like, what games to like is just like... He's such a negative Nancy. You know, you can say, like, game developers suck, or the dev teams are bloated, or publishers suck, but it's like, he doesn't seem to enjoy anything. It's like, oh, I played a weird indie 3D platformer, and that's my game of the year, guys. Like, fucking great. Wow, we're all really shocked to hear that. Is there a way I can go back up there? Because I wanted to go explore that room a bit more. Yellow Taxico's room. Look, if it's his favorite game of the year, that's fine. Do a video talking about how much you liked that game. Don't spend every other waking moment talking about games you hate, and then be like, actually, I liked this game nobody's heard of, and I'm not going to talk about it in any great detail. I love games and movies. I love it all collapsing. You can do both. Synthetic Woman Man. I love a lot of games. There's a lot of games coming out that I'm probably gonna... I've heard mixed things about the demo, but I'm still gonna play the new Onimusha. I'm really enjoying Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which I'm glad I gave a shot because I hated Final Fantasy VII Remake. And the thing that sucks about Rebirth is you have to play Remake to know what the fuck is going on half the time. But I actually really like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I can see myself, like, maybe replaying it. It might be a little too long for me to replay. I said this last stream, I rarely replay a game that's more than, like, 50 hours long. I just wish it was less annoying to screenshot games and put them on Zitter. I can't do it directly on Switch. Steam. Switch has a mobile app now. I don't think the Switch 2 has a mobile app, not Switch 1. It's very easy to upload from the Switch 2. But I've already, you know, I've already decided, like, I'm definitely just going strictly PC next gen. I mean, I'll still buy whatever the Nintendo thing is because I like their hardware. As long as they're still doing physical media, I'll keep buying their shit. But I wasn't even gonna buy the PS5. I didn't want a PS5, so I'm definitely not buying the PS6. I'm not that fucking crazy. I like the new Onimusha demo. It's too easy and overly linear, but that might just be the section they're showing off the demo being overly linear. The feel of the game felt like Onimusha to me. I really wish... It looks like they're going for, like, the horror vibe again, which I really wish they went with the Onimusha 4 vibe, where it was, like, this weird, like, crazy action game. Because we already have Sekiro, and we have Nioh, and all this shit. Like, it's a bit of a crowded market now. What, the Sigma? I don't know if this puzzle trips me up ever, but it usually takes me like 1 or 2 attempts to remember what the fuck they want me to do here. Oh, right. I think I know what I gotta do. I gotta be a statue here. Hope the rest of the game leans into the loops of Resident Evil design. That's really my only worry. Yeah. We'll see. Because, you know, Capcom used to just have, like, a template for every game they made. They don't really use that anymore. But you could see that in Dino Crisis and Onimusha, and even for the first Devil May Cry game had a lot of, like, Resident Evil bones to it. And they kind of moved away from that. But I like that style of gameplay. So, you know, I think everyone likes that style of gameplay, but they did the thing. They did the thing where they let the critics get to them and say, oh, we're tired of this. But your fans weren't tired of it. Your fans would have kept eating it up and paying full price while they were at it. But you let, it was probably Gen Xers at the time. You let fucking big fat bald Gen Xers tell you you're not allowed to make this type of game anymore because we want to play something different. And they're the ones who kind of ushered in the era of the first-person shooter slop. I'm thinking about getting a Switch 1 to play Metroid Dread. Get it for Metroid Dread and Metroid Prime 1 and 4. Ooh, Arcane. Increases my Arcane, but I lose defense. Well, they are Magus gloves, and that's what we're doing. Real long march through the institutions were the critics in the end. Yeah, they ruin everything. There are critics that I like, but I generally like the people who are like more positive. I don't. It's so boring when you have critics who are just like overly negative about everything and they don't like anything. Like, we make fun of gun and ball gamers, but, like, I don't play those kind of games. That's not true. I play shooters all the time. But you know what I mean. I don't play, like, fucking NBA. So I'm not going to complain if, like, the NBA games are getting stale because I don't know shit about them. I think that opened a door in the other area. So let's just... Let me open this door here. I'm doing like the Darkside Phil, like old man lip thing, where he like bites his own mouth. They get paid to talk about media and they are miserable art homos, imagine. Well, people make fun of Digital Foundry a lot, but I like those guys. Specifically John. He's the one, he just seems to enjoy everything. He doesn't seem to have any animus towards any particular genre. He just likes video games. That's the kind of guy who needs to be reviewing video games. He was so angry at the Sony killing physical games thing, too. All the people who went viral for making fun of Disney Star Wars, they have nothing interesting to say. Yeah, that's true. You know who got famous making fun of Disney Star Wars? None other than Vito Gesualdi, everyone's favorite. We all love that guy, don't we? Maybe I gotta do something else to open this, so I'm just gonna head back, because we opened a door down that way. Let's just take a quick look down that hall before we head out of this room. See exactly what we opened. Okay, we got a lantern in that room. Okay, we definitely need that, so let's fucking go. What's the topic I'm making fun of Disney Star Wars? I'm sure I'll have something to say. Here's a good question for you, Evan, because you're a big Star Wars head. Name the Disney Star Wars stuff that you like, as opposed to naming the stuff that you hate. Because that's easy. It's very easy to say the Disney Star Wars stuff that sucks. We gotta find the statue. We gotta find the old man statue to give this to. Ah, leave me alone. Fuck off. I honestly just don't like negativity. Even if I agree with someone, I hate their attitude or agenda, I'll just flip on them. Same Z's, so true. There it is, okay. I mean, you know, it's fine to be negative once in a while. But, like, with, you know, guys like AVGN, it was like, you knew it was a bit. They weren't, like, passionately angry about a game they don't like. I dropped it too far. I gotta get it closer to the edge. Hell yeah. So we're gonna go this way first. Probably Jedi Survivor 2. Let me see. Jedi Fallen Order, Star Wars Brotherhood, Bleeding Kyber Crystals, the Vader comics, the Solo movie, Mandalorian 1 and 2. You liked the Solo movie? I'm surprised. Disney Star Wars you like or you get shot? I'm getting shot, dude. I liked the Obi-Wan show. I don't care what anyone says. I had a good time with it. And if it's like, oh, well, it doesn't match up 100% with the continuity, it's like, look, man, I don't care. Star Wars is like a comic book. Continuity is all over the place. If the blocks kind of fit together in a way, it's fine. Now we just have bisexual Spoonie, aka Pro Jared. Look, I'm trying to make videos. I just don't have the time. Getting married is a very time-consuming process. I'm going to be working on... Hopefully I should be finishing my video tomorrow, because I have nothing but free time after work tomorrow. And I have like 30 minutes of editing left to do. I just haven't had 30 minutes to do it. Be more midichlorian discourse because I'm a eugenicist. Well, that's why they had to get rid of Starkiller, because he had the most midichlorians ever. He was like King Arthur. He was destined to rule. He was divinely ordained with the magic germs. Star Wars geeks complaining about continuity, the most annoying pedantic shit ever. It's just about space wizards, my guy. I mean, it's important to care about. If no one cares about it, then like the story can have no impact. But at the same time, there is getting a little too in the weeds with it. There's a middle ground. Oh, we got wraiths. Shit. These bitches are tough. We haven't seen them since Pharisees 2. Oh, my icons for my abilities are working again. That's not fair. Oh, she fell to her death. Okay, never mind. It was fair. It was perfectly fair. She just had like a Looney Tunes moment where she had to look down like Wile E. Coyote before gravity took effect. Not enough time for videos. This is why Frogan is Sega's representative. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to finish editing my other video, and then I already have a script for the next one, so I'm just going to record it. As long as my voice isn't fucked up, because that's going to suck. I have to not do any screaming. No prolonged screaming for the next 24 hours, and I think we'll be alright. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to resist the temptation just to shriek at the top of your lungs for hours at a time. Let's just check what's over there before we send homie on his way. What did that do? What did it do? There's a bomb over there that we could grab. Ah, okay. I see, I see. Are there any switches we can throw that bomb at while we're at it? Let's hit this switch first. Ordering dropped a vlog, and it's apparently nothing but bitching about Camelot. Wait, isn't Camelot like a DSP troll? Let's recombine, split up again. Ah, okay, we need the bomb from over there. He was just oh right, he was a Ricada guy, not a DSP guy. See, this the deep lore. It's getting too much. There's too many lol cows, and a lot of them aren't funny, which is why I haven't been watching Maddie that often. Because none of the lol cows Josh is trying to push are very fun to watch. Oh shit! I wanted to go up there. Damn it! Split up again, one more time. Movie Bob bringing back the Overthinker is a sign of the second coming. It was foretold in the Gamer Genesis. I was so happy about that. That brought me so much joy. I don't care if Bob hates me, if he thinks I'm a little too chudly for his tastes. I'm so glad he brought back Game Overthinker. And it was like the most impassioned he was talking about something in a while. It was crazy. It's like, Bob, like, you know what you have to do. Stop doing the movie reviews. No one gives a fuck. We want the Overthinker. Bring back the Oververse. Pat Tomlinson was the last of the Trollhekins. Yes, Tomlinson updates always bring me joy. He's someone I can always get behind, having a good laugh at, a good chuckle at. A chortle, even. Oh, there's one of Blackroot stones up there. What if instead of Blackroot, his name was Blacktooth? Instead of some kind of weird tree homunculus, he was just a guy with one rotten tooth. Like a perfectly normal human. Movie Bob, quit movie review. It's true, he needs to do it. He needs to follow my directives. I know exactly how to rehabilitate his career. There's a new doc on Tomlinson? Who made it? I'll check it out. Tomlinson is a joy to learn about and engage with his content. I really got to get around to reading his books. You know me, I love science fiction. Interesting things from around the world. Let me write that down. so I don't forget. I'll listen to that while I work tomorrow. Interesting things from around the world. Tomlinson. Okay. Note taken. We may proceed. I love Patrick S. Tomlinson. Oh, I love his books too. Yeah, he's written a bunch. He has like he's multiple series. You know what? It's kind of funny. He's basically left-wing John Delarose. Like right down to the way they look. Like the lore is the same. They both write fucking books that nobody reads. It's honestly surprising. I hate John Delarose. I was very nice to him when I joined Twitter. I've never been anything but nice to him, but he is really, like, indefensible. Wow, that really just wasted my time. I guess we gotta go all the way back now. Tomlinson is also a cuck. Didn't he fart in his wife's vagina or something? Something like that. Look at these gauntlets. They look badass. I don't think I've ever seen these before because I never focus on the arcane stat. Gotta do all this shit again. His Cathlarp bullshit is so cringe. Look, you can just tell when someone doesn't mean it. And that's what's really annoying about it, is he just wants to be lebased dude, but he's always willing to completely debase himself and you know, sell out his supposed beliefs for, you know, attention. Not even for money, for attention. Peak, like, the most unsuccessful grifter. A quick way over there. Oh, I gotta turn this back. You guys just hate me because I'm a Catholic. These nuts. Isn't he a furry? Right? Am I correct in that statement? Not like he dresses in a fursuit or anything, just like jerks. He cranks it to furry stuff, which, let's be real, who hasn't, am I right? Well, I guess that depends on your... The Council of Michael has decreed him cringe? Blaze Bros, not like this. Look, I'm more of a Rouge guy. And maybe Amy. Blaze is at the bottom of my list. If Perp was in the chat, he could extol the virtues of Blaze upon you. But not me. Although, Blaze's original voice actress, that's a different story. Damn. People really love Erica Lindbeck, I think her name is, who's Blaze's current voice actress, but she is thoroughly and utterly pit-mogged by Blaze's original voice actress. His comics looked Lightbringer tier. I've learned nothing of him since. I'll give JDA this. If he makes a comic book, you will get it. If you order a comic book from him or you support him on Kickstarter, you will get the book that you paid for, which is more than you could say for most of the people he has chosen to associate with. If he makes a comic, yeah, exactly. It's more than Vito ever did. All right, where are we going next? I'm getting a little confused. I'm getting a little... It might just be the fact that I have never played this game while talking to people. It's got me a little discombobulated. If he makes a comic book, it's more than Vito. He's made like a dozen of them. I can't attest to their quality, but he has made them. You can buy them. You can read them. The only really impressive the comic is even worth wiping your ass. True. Look, releasing the comic is unfortunately the bare minimum for independent guys like Comicsgate guys. Rewatched it because you're near Crash Out is funny, but how is Sonic Colors credits longer than any stage in that game? Because they're fucking evil. That's why. Dust, I hope you're not leading me astray. Why did you direct me this way and then go the other way? Thanks for nothing. I bought Isom 1, it wasn't that good. Doesn't he have like professional artists and everything? My bird is telling me to go that way. We can't go that way, dickhead.
What do you see?
Alright, yeah, I missed something. I'm just being dumb. Oh, there's a door right across the way. That I haven't been in. Okay, yeah, sure. Ugh. Yeah, long credits in video games really piss me off. That's one of my pet peeves. Oh, right, we have to fight 2 of these guys. Sure. And the rates? Dang. This weird ground pound move is not helping me. I need assistance from the homies. Now. Death says punch women. Unironically. Oh, that one's dead. Hell yeah. Oh no, it crashed. I knew it. We were due for a crash. Hold on. Well, at least we got some Wraith titties on the screen. Let me just back out and get back into the game. All right, we're back. Not exactly Nintendo quality approved. This is the best they could do. This game crashes on every platform. It's just very, it's unstable. Crashing in my PS3 game? Well, this is the Switch version, okay? It should be a little bit more refined. You're so ready to end the stream, and then they play like 3 more songs to the credits to show Sega Turkey or whoever. Yeah. What a load of shit. Waste of my life. Have I thought of streaming BioShock 1 or 2? If I were going to stream a BioShock game, it would probably be Infinite, because I am that game's strongest soldier. I love that game way more than anyone else in the world for some reason. But I could do that. I could stream them. Definitive, yes. They got the pun in there. They just didn't, you know, get the quality.
Exceeded by anger. Those who would help were destroyed. But from their deaths, a new power, drawn from sin, and an army that would live once more.
Alright, we're probably just right back in the room we were in. Yep. This game has a very, very handy save system. Play Infinite next. I haven't seen that your game choice. Oh yeah? I just don't know why people hate that game so much. I feel like it's kind of a halfway point between, you know, the then like shooter slop mechanics with like the 2-weapon limit and shit, and what would become like Doom 2016 gameplay. It's very fast for a game of that time. It's not as fast as Bulletstorm, but it's much faster than the average first-person shooter was around then. Fucking die. I hate Infinite. I love the DLC. I hate the DLC. I don't like forced stealth, especially in first-person games. And then the ending pissed me off, too, to the DLC. I thought the ending of the main game was fine. I don't think Ken Levine's next game is going to be any good, though. There's just no way. There was what, like a 6-year gap between System Shock 2 and the first BioShock. It's gonna have been like over a decade since BioShock Infinite. BioShock 2 is BioShock 2 is the... While there's... I love Infinite, BioShock 2 is the best one, gameplay-wise. Like, hands down, there's really no argument. I don't know why... Like, I don't care if the story is slightly better in the first game. There's just no beating the second game. Like, not only do the guns feel better, they're cooler looking. It's just like, so much... The only thing that I don't like it too is like the mechanic where you have to like trail the little sisters around to get Adam. I thought that was a bit annoying, but it's still better than playing fucking Pipe Dream every time you want to hack something. Reload, motherfucker. Thoughts on the whole new Fallout game going around? Also, someone is porting 76 to 4. I don't know. Obsidian's making it, and Obsidian has shown that they don't got that juice anymore. I'm not expecting great things. If they get a good writer on it, that'll do wonders for it. Though. The gameplay could be shit, but if they have a good writer, it might be decent. That's what an RPG really. An RPG can have like weak mechanics if the writing is good enough. And Fallout 4 had neither. flopping his gunt at me. Here, get me some zombies. They released the second one. Yep. Alright. You thought you had me, but you were wrong. Let's get some zombies. Let's get some crows. Let's use Reaper mode because we gotta fight 2 of these guys at once, which is a load of shit. Sorry, the chat's moving along, and I had to really lock in for that. Let me take a look at what you guys are saying. Hated not being able to use a plasma and guns at the same time. Yeah, it's annoying. Plot 2 is pretty good. I even preferred the story. The characters in 2 are better. Like, that one guy, the guy with, like, the fucking, like, southern dandy accent, I forget his name. He's way more interesting than Fontaine. Infinite is like Fallout 4 in the sense that the gunplay is better, but the story is up its own ass, and it doesn't make sense if you think about it for more than a... Whatever her name is, Usha Vance or something, she quite literally had to tell Obsidian to stop working on Avowed 2. Can you believe that they were gonna do an Avowed 2? What the fuck was wrong with them? I want to see how the 76-4 port is going to end up, since I don't like MP games too much, but the map has been ported and most NPCs are working. No quests work, sadly. That sucks. They knew Avowed sunk faster than Titanic, and they immediately started working on another one. Sinclair, yeah. Yeah, no, making an Avowed 2, what the fuck? How stupid can you possibly be? It's really just like, yeah, we just don't care. We literally don't care. Are they even passionate about that game? Like, why? Why would you make another one? All these people are excited for Obsidian working on another Fallout game. Make me sick. How can you be excited for Avowed and Outer Worlds? Yeah, they made 2 Outer Worlds games, and they both weren't good. And then they made Avowed, and it wasn't good. How much more evidence do you need? They can't do shit. Critical damage, defense resistance. Can't use that. I gotta sell some of this shit. I got a lot of stuff in my inventory. Avowed makes you think of the Mushroom Jack. I loved Shroom Jack. I miss him. I remember like the day that meme came out, people were like, this is so cringe. Like, no, actually, Shroom Jack is based and awesome. Speaking of shrooms, I should play Mushroom Man. I love that game. Oh my gosh, we're doing the climb away from flamings. This is just like Devil May Cry 2. Having me go down is nasty work. New Vegas was a lightning in a bottle. We will never see anything like it ever again. I mean, it was peak Obsidian, which is to say, it was buggy and barely finished, but really well written. Like, you know, Alpha Protocol and KOTOR 2. What the fuck? Speaking of shrooms, what is the Overthinker's Disciple favorite Mario game? Oh, Galaxy, easily. I love Mario Galaxy. DMC2, the greatest game of all time. It's better than people give it credit for. People need to stop acting like DMC2 is the Antichrist or something. That game is perfectly fine. Yeah, it's not as complex as DMC 3 or 4. Who cares? I would still rather play 2 over DMC 5. At least DMC 2 has good music, which is, for me, it's a requisite for an action game to have good music. I hate when an action game has shitty music. Really? Yes, I would rather play DMC2 over DMC5. I hated DMC5. I actually played DMC5 one time, and then I tried playing through it again, and I couldn't be bothered. It had some of the ugliest environments I've ever seen in a game. They made Trish so hideously ugly. Like, her face was all fucked up in that game. The music was gay. It just was no. It's no DMC2. How are you gonna advertise the big comeback of Devil May Cry and not get Shooty back? Hitting DMC5 is the most retarded tick you've ever had. Well, I mean, it's a perfectly functional game. I just don't like it. I don't like it for stylistic and aesthetic reasons. The photorealistic based on a physical actor face scan shit made all of them look bogged. Yeah, but Trish got the worst of it. She looked like really rough. This room is really hard, so I'm gonna teleport away and get myself some potions. You have to fight like a bunch of stalkers. I actually didn't get any upgrades. I'm fucking idiot, dummy, stupid. What can we get? 2 wrath per ghoul attack. 61 damage per attack. Sounds good to me. Yeah, we're leveling up those ghouls. What do you know about Hostile Groove and Fly Routine? I mean, I love, after playing, what was that game? Dead Rising. I fell in love with Shooty's music. It was great. I like 5, it basically pushed the combat as far as possible. I mean, that's the idea, isn't it? Also, I hated playing as V. He sucked. He was just not fun to play. Compared to Lady and Trish and DMC4 Special Edition, V was a fucking nightmare. He sucked. 5 was the first instance of weird Capcom censorship, and it's, yeah, the edgy action game, we can't see, like, a butt. Like, not even like a nipple, just like a butt. And they censored it.
Browse to your heart's content.
Let's do a quick gear check and sell anything we don't want. Can I, these are possessed. Can I upgrade them any further? No, okay. Okay. V was not fun. Hearing Falcon speak by force via combat was a torture in and of itself. Yeah, he never shut up. I did like V's battle theme, though. He had the best battle theme in the game.
Yes, I'll make good.
Getting a lot of money.
Fair practice.
I'm just not selling anything unique. There's no point to not selling unique items. It's like my gamer instinct tells me I can't sell it because it's a unique item.
Yes, I'll make good use of this.
Let's see. Eat potions.
I want you to have it.
See if we got any good gear. Anything that increases our arcane. That's what we need. That's what we need. That's part of the rules that we've put in place. Come hell or high water, we will increase arcane stat. Ooh. Yeah, that's cool. A lot of money, though. Let me just see if there's anything else. Okay, let's get the Magus Cow.
I hope you don't have to use it.
It's clothes. Why wouldn't I use it? And we'll lose arcane with this, but we'll get arcane critical damage, but it also decreases our defense. That kind of sucks. Okay, what about talismans? Anything good? You got anything good for me that I can afford? Because this shit is expensive. Arcane resistance and health on execute. I'll take this instead. I'll take the defense boost over the resistance. I missed the cheesecake in Resident Evil. Yeah, Resident Evil was used to be deliberately cheesy, and now it's just like... I don't know. I liked Resident Evil 9. A lot of people shit on that game, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. But, you know, they cultivated a fandom of weirdos. Subhuman was better when it had Suicide Silence vocalist on it. That song's not bad. I don't like Devil Trigger. I don't. It is the most un-Devil May Cry song you could have possibly put in a game. It just does not fit the style of Devil May Cry at all. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm not like a super diehard Devil May Cry fan or anything, so if things are not to my taste, but people are generally happy, who cares? We're never getting another one. It's been 7 years since Devil May Cry 5, so Capcom has just given up on it. It sold really well. Probably didn't cost them that much since they recycled the same 2 hallways 5,000 times, but I don't know. There's no Devil May Cry 6 anywhere in sight. Nico Goldstein. I hated Nico. I fucking despised Nico. I can't believe people liked that character. Why do I hate Nico? Because she's ugly and her voice is annoying. And you can't just like not pay attention to her. Like she's like bothers you every time you want to buy shit. We got... Let's use a Wrath Potion. Is it, why are they not doing DMC 6? Oh, they're just not. Capcom's retarded. It made a ton of money. People liked it. Generally well-received game. So Capcom's response is, well, let's not do that again. That's how Capcom does everything. That's apparently how Capcom runs their business. If it's not named Resident Evil or Monster Hunter, you're lucky to ever see it again. I don't know why they do that, because obviously the other things they make money. I expect this new Onimusha to be the final Onimusha for the next decade. Like, you think Devil May Cry wasn't profitable enough? We're never seeing Onimusha again after this. Like, the Onimusha remasters weren't even profitable enough for them to bother putting out 3 and 4 again. So they're definitely not going to make that much money on Onimusha, whatever the new one's called. Way of the Sword or some stupid name that has. I hate the Stalkers. They're so hard. They do so much damage on every difficulty. Yes, her actual last name is Goldstein, and she's a merchant. Isn't she supposed to be Agnes's daughter? Was Agnes's last name Goldstein? Oh, All right, I forgot. I think we have to fight a lich at the top of this tower, too. DMC was reserved for Itsuno, and he fucked off right after Dragon's Dog whistled poorly for the second time. They shouldn't be pumping so much money into games that aren't going to sell that well. Fans will take something that's like not that big if it's, you know, at least to their taste. It didn't have to be the biggest thing ever. Oh, I just saw that he's smoking hella weed. What? Ostagoth? Nintendo should just go back to making 3DS games since modern games take too long to make and are too expensive. You would hope that they'd use their fancy new Metroid engine to make Metroid Prime 5, but, you know, critical reception to Metroid Prime 4 was middling, so Nintendo can't have that. If it's below a 9, it's garbage. At least as far as Nintendo's concerned. We gotta fight 3 of these motherfuckers? Onimusha doesn't... No, Onimusha's fucked. Like I said, it's in a crowded market for samurai games already. And it was never, like, their top-selling series or anything. Like, so I don't know what the fuck they're expecting. They would have been better off just doing, like, HD re-releases of the other 2 games. But apparently you need to sell millions of copies of a 20-year-old PS2 game for it to be profitable? A game that you already made, by the way. Not a game that you're making from scratch. I just want to play Dawn of Dreams again. I want to play it at like 60 FPS HD on modern hardware. That would be nice, but that's just never going to happen. Yeah, executing these guys is keeping my health up, thankfully. Get these motherfuckers because they're so annoying. They keep spawning enemies faster than you can kill them. Alright, we did it. That only took 1 try. I'm honestly surprised with that. I liked Ghost of Tsushima. The DLCs were hard. I never played it. I've heard nothing but good things. Not so much Ghost of Yotei, but I don't know. I assume they started making Onimusha after Ghost of Tsushima did well. Yeah, I mean, I think Neo was pretty niche because it was already a Souls-like, so that's niche, and then it's a Samurai Souls-like, so double niche. But it did well enough that we're on our 3rd sequel. Rise of the Ronin fucking flopped real hard though. I loved that game, but it did terribly. Assassin's Creed Shadows, I think. I don't know if it sold well, but I think it sold enough that Ubisoft made some money on it. They saw some value in porting it to the fucking Switch too. Oh, there's a little chamber down there with the treasure chest. Dare I go down for that treasure chest? Yes, I do. Ghost of Yotei, the main character, is a hag. Look, has that anyone ever stopped anyone before? Well, I think it was just like people didn't like the actress. She was like just a bitch. It's just one of those situations where like, oh, you know, this kind of niche thing. Don't let your actor go out in public and say stupid shit that's gonna drive people away. Just don't do that. Rise of the Ronin, why was Rise of the Ronin controversial? Is there something controversial about the Meiji restoration that I don't know about? Because I just thought it was interesting to have that game set in that time period. Although then they did do weird shit, like have a British guy with like rocket shoes. I don't get happy endings from hags. I guess it depends on who. Yeah, I was gonna get Ghost of Tsushima, but then they launched the PS5 version, and the price of it went up from $20 to like $70 again. So I was like, I guess I'll just never play it. I'm not that interested in it. Don't look at me. I liked Warriors Legends of Troy by Koei. I mean, that's good taste. That's very good taste. The one game made by Koei Tecmo Canada. Sorry, just chugging some water. The devs said something that got the game banned in Korea. Interesting. Was it like, oh, we're not sorry for the war crimes? Imagine drinking non-monster liquids. Well, I'm drinking monster water, okay? It's particularly scary. Koei Tecmo's Pokemon X Nobunaga's Ambition crossover. I loved that they had the Samurai Warriors 3 designs for the characters in that game. That got me so hype. I don't even like those types of games, but I was like, yeah, I bought a copy of that. I barely fucking played it, but I bought it just because I love Samurai Warriors. I'm like, I'm gonna support this stupid bullshit. Yeah, this is a long-ass dungeon. I think we're nearing the end, though. And then we just fight a... not Cthulhu. I need to get over there. I need to get that treasure before I go back to normal. Love to see Koei Tecmo make a He-Man and the Masters of the Universe game. I am dying for them to do, like, Star Wars or Dragon Ball. And they've said they wanted to do Star Wars, but Disney would never do it because Disney sucks and has bad taste. They don't want anyone to have fun. Fun is verboten in the world of Disney Star Wars. So we're never going to get that. But I would absolutely play Star Wars. Star Warriors. I guess that's what you'd call it. Or just give us Gundam 4. Give us Gundam 4. Give us Ken's Rage 3. Anything. Any one of those. I'm fine with that. Pretty please. There's a treasure. It says I'm missing a treasure chest, but I'm just trying to see if I can spot it. I ain't seeing it, so I'm not going out of my way for it. It's not essential. Remember when EA had a monopoly on the Star Wars games and did nothing with it? Yeah, they got the US government very interested in game development, is what they did. If anything, you could probably blame Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the decline of video games more than anything, because we have a bunch of government interference now. There we go. I never bought it though. I loved Star Wars Battlefront, but I don't like online games, so I wasn't gonna buy any of that bullshit. Oh my god, it's that enemy we already fought. Was Battlefront 2 around the time of Gamergate? Or was it like, was it after? Was it, I think it might have been like shortly after, yeah, because it was well into Gen 8. But it just feels like, I don't know, like loot boxes and shit. Just like, that felt like the immediate next thing that shitty publishers started trying to do after just telling gamers to go fuck off. Couple of years after Gamergate, right. So Gamergate was 2014, and the last Rise of the Skywalker, no, not Rise of the Skywalker, Force Awakens was 2015. Can you believe that movie's fucking 11 years old? Wow. I could really use some Reaper juice right about now. I remember JonTron made a sponsored video for the first EA Battlefront, and Balrog the Master was really pissed about the comment section being anti-sponsored videos. EA Battlefront was, in fact, 2015. Just looked it up. Oh, so 1 year after Gamergate. Yeah, Battlefront 1 wasn't the one that was overly controversial. It was just kind of like, wow, this is kind of a waste of money. There's almost no gameplay here. It was Battlefront 2 that was really like, are we fucking for real with what you're trying to sell me with these loot boxes? And then Warner Brothers did the same thing with Shadow of War right after. I'm probably going to wind down here just because I actually do have some wedding planning stuff that I have to do tonight. But let's get some potions first. That one sigil, the one right to the right of the horse ear, looks like the Game Freak logo. Let's get some potions and teleport back.
Rouse to your heart's content. The path before you is difficult.
I'm out of money. I'm broke.
Just lighten your load. Oh, yes, I'll make. I want you to have it.
Alright, let's teleport back. Don't tell me to summon my horse. We can't do that in any of these dungeons. Alright. Let's beat up these scarabs, and then we'll call it a night. He has a scary skull face. I didn't notice that at first. The most dangerous thing here is death locking onto anything but the scarab hole. We gotta fight 2 more. I'm sweating up this floor there. It's not even that hot. It's just like I don't have AC in this room. I'm living like a British person. Hell yeah, we froze him. Alright, we got that one. Let's clear out this room. Critical damage. What is this? I just remembered Ocarina of Time's overworld is empty because Shigeru, gameplay first and only Miyamoto, wanted hype moments and aura with the horse jumping. Look, being gameplay forward is a good thing. We need more hype moments and aura in games. This is like what if this whole game is what if Zelda had aura. Because I don't think a Zelda game has had aura since probably Twilight Princess. I'm pretty sure you could kill those things. It's a pain in the ass. I'm not going to do it. You have to, like, shoot them at just the right time when they're coming by you. Just gold, huh? No gear? Bummer. No fun. Alright. Let's get out of here. Let's enter the room with the key. But I don't forget to do that. Oh, I didn't actually... I didn't have to turn that. How do we get over there? We jump down. Okay, seems simple enough. Gotta save. Look at the dead page. Nice. 100 of these fucking scarabs. Alright. That's a good spot to end it. I love Twilight Princess. I just hate the ending. But, alright. That's a good time to call it. I am going to try to have my video out tomorrow, because I will have time to work on it, which is very rare. But I do have some wedding stuff to do tonight, so we gotta end the stream a little earlier than usual. That's why I started early. So, thanks for chilling, guys. We're gonna start Sonic Forces this Sunday, so you better turn up. The Sonic heads better turn up for Sonic Forces. But for now, hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for chilling. I'll see y'all on Twitter.